she's like a little, I do not mean this mean, a
Don't
little bit
say
more
it.
like ditzy funny,
La, la,
you know,
la, la.
where you're like, oh, you didn't know that? Do you agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, it's Brooklyn.
And it's Bailey.
And this is Besties on Besties with 17.
Twinship.
In
That's
3
a new
words.
vocab word for us.
Connected, I feel like.
Connected.
Because we're like very...
I mean, I would use besties as a word.
Yeah, we live together and
Can we
have
say,
for
like,
23 years. So
roommates? Is that fine?
No, that's
Can we
not
say
a
that?
word. Can't use that. Entrepreneurial.
What?
We have all of our businesses together. I feel like that's our good word.
No.
Okay, we're sticking with that. We're
sticking
with that.
We're really bad at that.
We don't do nicknames. Ironically, no. Like, I've never called you anything but Bailey.
Brookie.
Ew, what?
Brookstar.
Good heavens.
There's no way to shorten Bailey. The one way to shorten Bailey was Bay, and that became
Bay.
a thing, so we can't do it anymore.
Brooklyn? I feel like Brookie, like there's like a million ways to say it and no one has ever said any of them.
We do twin.
Yeah,
I will
she
say.
is labeled twin in my phone.
It's twin in my phone,
with
too.
a little emoji. We were
Okay,
just
we were
talking
just
about
about
this
this.
the other night.
Say it at the same time. Ready? We're gonna say it at the
Okay,
same time.
ready?
3, 2, 1.
Traveling with our
Waxing.
husband.
What?
We were not on the same page.
I promise we're twins, I swear. Go.
Okay, so we both just got married. So we were talking about how much we really, really wanted to go on like a trip with the two of us and our husbands.
I was thinking, you have never waxed me, and I really want to do that together.
We did not
too.
talk about that.
She did a whole school thing with
I
this,
did.
and she has yet to this day waxed me, and I want to do that. It's a bonding experience we have yet to have.
Are you gonna let me rip one off your armpit?
The answer is yes.
That's the new thing. That's
It's-
tomorrow's thing.
It's needed.
As like full-grown adults, we don't really have secret language except for like when we look at
We
each other.
can just look at each other.
and like know what we're saying. But when we were tiny, we have like videos of us like chitter-chattering.
Literally babies in cribs, just
little
jabbering
nonsense,
away.
but like having conversations.
Do we know what we were saying? No.
No.
But we were saying something very important. The tea was being spilled
Can
in
we
those
keep
cribs.
doing that as adults? No.
It's just the look now.
Yeah.
We just... This is our let's get the hell out of here look.
I feel like there's always like the, oh wow, look, you know, like where you're like, you know? Me. Me. No, that's not true.
No way, it is not you.
I feel like when it comes to work, she's way more like, and I'm more, woo.
Yeah.
And then when it comes to life, I'm way more
This
like,
is true.
and she's more like, woo.
That's accurate.
It's like 50-50. We balance each other out really nicely.
Yeah.
Oh, not me.
It's me.
I hand that trophy over very easily.
She cannot cook. She literally somehow burns liquid. One time she was trying to make syrup and it was on fire. Fire!
I moved to college and realized I didn't know how to cook scrambled eggs.
Which is tragic.
Because she cooked them for me my whole life. And then I was like, oh my gosh,
What?
this is embarrassing.
what are besties for? Nothing other than to make you scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for. This is an ongoing debate.
Our Instagram followers think that I have the better fashion sense.
But I think I have the better
personally think
fashion
it's Bailey.
I have always been a fashionista. If you like go back and look at our
Yeah.
really old photos,
Yeah.
I have some cringy outfits on because they were trendy at the time, like the owl necklaces and the scarf.
Do yourself a favor and
all
don't
that.
go look
Just
at them.
don't go look at it. It's really tragic.
I think I have a more relatable style, which is why our Instagram followers are like more into like my style. And she's definitely more like fashion forward, where she's like experimenting with her style.
Yeah, like the Met Gala is my favorite event of the year. I would say I'm incidentally funny. I don't intend to be funny, and it just kind of happens.
Sometimes she's like a little, I do not mean this mean, a
Don't
little bit
say
more
it.
like ditzy funny,
La, la,
you know,
la,
where
la.
you're like, oh, you didn't know that, or you accidentally said that. I feel like maybe more intentionally funny, like witty. Do you agree with that? I don't like to spread gossip, but I sure like to hear it. If you have any
I don't
like
wanna be
juicy
involved.
tidbits, I'm like, what?
Listen, I don't want to be
They
involved.
did what?
But I want to hear it.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, and then that's the last
see,
of it.
that's
it
when
never
we're-
goes anywhere,
'cause
but it's
I-
all in here. We gossip to each other.
That's the only person we gossip
Yeah.
to. It's me.
I do, I think.
I
it's
accept.
probably
Talk to me later. I know all the goss.
Oh, big time.
I'm being attacked. Just kidding. Yes, it's probably me.
Yeah, and like it's usually when we're trying to like skedaddle to the office at like 9 a.m. we have to be there, and it's like 8:55 and we haven't left our house yet.
I had to curl my hair.
Yeah, it's usually the hair
a
that holds
need.
her up.
People with short hair
Or
will
there was
understand.
one time
No.
I was walking out the door and I knock on her bedroom door and she wakes up.
It happens to
Girl,
the best
I'm
of us.
leaving you. I was like, I'm gonna be like an hour late.
Longest I've ever taken to get ready, probably 2 hours. Not
Probably
that
for
bad.
like an event. Me. I have been in way more relationships than she has.
It's true.
She met her husband at
15.
15. The only guy she's ever dated, kissed, anything.
Like, I can give relationship advice for like long-term relationships, but if you're asking
A
about
long
advice
distance, you did long
for
distance.
like heartbreak or things like that,
I'm your girl.
defer to her.
My
I
heart
didn't
broken too many
experience
times.
it. I'm like, you can't give advice on something you didn't experience.
Yeah.
So it's kind of depends on what you're talking about.
My younger sisters, I'm usually the one that's like, I've been through it all.
Yeah, it's true.
I'll help you.
Hot
Ooh,
topic. Hot topic.
Now living together. Now her, she's messier.
We have had many debates over this. She's the type of messy that where she doesn't do her dishes. I'm the type of messy where there are clothes on the floor.
Like where you can't see the floor because it's so many.
It's not
clothes.
that bad.
Should we call your husband and show your closet
I
right
will
now?
FaceTime him right now. You will see the closet is clean.
My parents had a YouTube channel before us, actually, which is not like the normal.
Not usual.
Normally it's the kids educating their parents, not the other way around. When we turned 13, we had been a part of theirs for so long, we were both kind of like, let's do our own.
Mutually, we'd like talked about it and decided we really liked what was happening on their channel and what we were doing on their channel and wanted to start our own. It was a mutual decision as best friends.
Yay! Recently we did an RV trip around all 50 states where we filmed a video every day of our journey. That I think was a really unique thing that we've done on our channel.
Especially because we were raising money for period poverty and it was like an overall really
It was-
crazy cool experience.
We've never done daily vlogging before, so that was like an experience for us. And I think we look back and are like really proud of what we did and how much money we raised and just overall the meaning of it. So I would say that one probably sticks out more than others.
There are definitely some other winners that are more on the funny side. We did film ourselves getting our wisdom teeth out. There's a full 30-minute video of us just
You're welcome to watch it. Feel free to judge me.
high on those drugs.
I did cry the entire time.
And I was literally like so happy to
It
be
was
there.
yeah, it was funny. We were totally opposite. It's very
It's actually
funny.
very
Yeah.
sweet. It shows the dynamic of our
Relationship.
twinship. Oh, there's lots of cringy videos
Least
on that
favorite
channel.
video. People are always like, oh my gosh, aren't you embarrassed by some of the stuff you put up? And yes, sometimes I'm like, ooh, that's kind of embarrassing. But then I'm like, that's my job.
I was like the girl that posted the how to wear your scarves 101
That's
way back in
embarrassing.
20.
Oh, the nail routines. We used to
13.
we used to think we were like so good at nails, and Bailey posted like a football nail design. One
I'm like
time.
holding a
That's kind of
football,
embarrassing.
like so
that was
serene
kind of
in the
embarrassing.
field, like at 14 years old.
It was a different time back then.
We actually fulfill really different positions.
Yeah.
She's very logical, like super good at the analytical. She works a lot with our numbers in the back end.
I'm always running like our finances. I run all of our digital.
You know the girls
shop.
in the movies that are just like headphones on? That
Not
is
what I
her. That is her. And then I would say I'm always posting, thinking of ideas, all that creative side, the aesthetic, the imagery, the ideas, and production.
She's the one
of
that's
it.
like, stop taking pictures of me everywhere I go. I'm like, oh, camera, no.
Equally important. They support each other.
like we do.
I know you're cringing
Ew,
inside every
cheesy,
time I
gross.
say that. You love me.
Oh,
I know you
yay,
do.
yeah.
Yes, we
Yeah,
do,
I feel
because I always know when she's sad. Don't you? There have been times where we have lived apart, and I have like, that's overwhelming filming that. I have to call her, and I call her, and something's happened.
Yeah, we've had that happen a couple times. Spidey sense.
It's
twin
odd.
sense.
It's so hard to put words to it. Like, we always get asked questions about twin empathy. Do you feel pain when she feels pain? All things like that, which is not true, by the way. You can't feel pain.
No.
The other feels pain, right?
we don't.
Like,
Maybe
if
there are other
I mean,
twins
maybe
out
there are
that
others.
do.
I don't know.
Maybe more like sympathy pain. Like
I
where you're
know.
like, I understand.
If she's crying, I'm crying, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But it's hard to put words to it. There's just something connected internally. You just know.
We've done so
We've
much
done so
stuff.
much.
I'm like, I don't even know.
Graduating college, I go back and look at those videos and pictures together just because it was such a monumental moment for both of us to get our degree and finish up like a big chunk of our life. And also we did it together. We were standing together.
Yeah.
We were throwing our caps together. I would say that or our weddings. being
Maybe our
there
weddings,
on our wedding
yeah.
days. Flash these babies. Yay. The rings. The wedding days are always a big one.
Dude, stop.
Just kidding.
I'm trying to think of like a good, like hearty response.
I can think of one off the top of my head for myself.
Bailey would never intentionally hurt you.
Brooklyn is so loyal.
Bailey rarely doesn't have her nails done.
Brooklyn is great at everything.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Bailey loves everyone.
Aww. Brooklyn sometimes cries.
More
I
than
don't know why that's the
sometimes.
first thing that came to my head, and it just was.
Thanks for watching us be besties. And don't forget that Bailey and I also have a skincare line called ITK in Walmart stores and Walmart.com. You guys can totally check it out. We spent 2 years making this skincare line. It's vegan, it's cruelty-free, it's paraben and sulfate-free.
I mean, I could go on and on and on, or you could just get yourself some and test it out, because I promise you will be thanking us later. And with that, we bid y'all goodbye. Mwah, mwah.